information on Larry Hoover, but from what I did read, is like, I just want to know what you guys think. I mean, oh wait, I wasn't finished with my notes. I just got sidetracked. I was thinking about something. My bad. It's senility. It's setting in. All right, and so arguably, Kanye made some good points, but a lot of his points were misguided and lacked education, information to validate his claims. Trump didn't invite Kanye to the White House because he thought Kanye would take him to task. Trump invited him because he knew that Kanye wouldn't. He knew that Kanye is a fan. Okay? If Trump was truly, and I stress truly, if he was truly interested in making a change in the black community, why doesn't he invite someone like Farrakhan that has been in the trenches for the fight of black people for over 60 years?
Well.
How about inviting someone like Dr. Claude Anderson, who has created a scientific and mathematical blueprint of black group, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, who has broken down drugs and its effects on those in the black community, especially on black boys and men. Now, I think you get my point that there's a lot of other people he could have invited, but he decided to invite Kanye. Now, in my opinion, we need to stop thinking that everyone who doesn't support Kanye in what he's saying is ignorant, a hater, lost, or just isn't awake. For me, the contrary is true. I believe that people who won't take the time to research or dissect talking points are fueled by emotion and the lack of proper thought process to arrive at a proper conclusion. What do you guys say? Those are just my opinions. I don't know why my screen is freezing. I hope nobody's trying to text me to death. Okay, and so let's see here. Let me go back to some previous comments here. All right, Jonelle says, we into that forgive you for killing my children and turn the other cheek, even hug and pray for them, protest against them, and spend our hard-earned money with everyone else for everything we don't need. But, let's see, oops. Yes, Jonelle, yes.
That's a lot of people.
But want you front like we are productive in a white system of allowance. We are crazy as hell as people and docile to using our own brain and being productive as a people. Donovan, you're wise to study those who are productive. Talking about the Asians. We just foolish not to be doing nothing. As productive people, do for self and recognizing our God-given abilities instead of worshiping others as our gods for our needs and provisions.
Right.
The manager said today, when you want something done, you don't even call a spook. I saw that part. The part that I did see, it says you don't call a spook or a ghost. Or who do you call? Somebody or your own being makes it happen. So basically he was saying that us in the black community, when something happens, like you said, if your faucet is leaking, oh gosh, let me pray about it. Let me pray to God. He was like, no, you do something about it.
Right.
You don't just, but that's what we're, to your point. We are conditioned, oh gosh, just let go and let God. God says, wait on him. I'm just going to wait for him to fix it. So,
didn't Ice Cube have an album that said that, where the guy's sitting there as a commercial on one of his albums? I think it was Destiny 2.
And Nancy says Superman. Yes, he feels like Kanye said he feels like Superman. And Marcus said the biggest problem we have with Kanye West is that he is a narcissistic, bipolar lunatic on the loose. Damn. With too much money in his pocket to be stopped, period. He wants to be effective, but he can't. Let's see. But he can't take himself out of the equation to see what needs to be done for the people he claims to care so much about. Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people are starting to see it now. It's like, dude, like he had this some rant last night or yesterday on Twitter where he was talking about black people trying to tell him what to do and social media is trying to tell him what to do. And he really feels like somebody is physically, literally trying to touch his brain. And oh my God, I was like, please, like, where is this dude's wife? Where is anybody who has immediate, like, could touch him physically and say, yo, let's get you well, because this doesn't look good, you know? Not just for like cosmetic purposes, but just I'm concerned for the dude. You think something mentally is not right with him. That's just really how I feel.
Yeah, I have a question. Why is it only in the black community that entertainers and sports athletes are considered leaders. Why is that?
Because that's who the man, white supremacy put in front of us. Well, if you guys are going to follow anybody, because we're going to kill every Messiah, black Messiah you guys get, you guys can follow athletes and entertainers, even though what is the percentage of people becoming an athlete, a professional athlete?
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%. So yeah, go ahead and follow those people. Even, and listen, don't get mad at me. I'm going to bring up King LeBron James. Even King LeBron James, who has gone on the record saying that he drinks wine with his 14 and 11-year-old son, which most of us have sat and had a sip or two with our parents.
Well, as a Catholic, we drink wine at early.
But your mama wasn't out in the boulevard talking about, yeah, me and my children, we drinking up on some yak. You know, it's like, dude, you're a role model and you telling everybody you and your sons are drinking wine. What about the boys who don't have fathers in their lives? And they say, well, because King James is drinking wine, I'm going to drink some wine too.
And let's face it, a lot of us are conditioned to be followers. Oh, Michael Jordan's got Nike. I got to get Nikes. Oh, he's wearing this. I got to do that. I got to do that. Oh, he
both love Kim Kardashian and Kim Jong.
Kim Jong-un, yeah.
God, is that so? And Samuel, you say, what will the people say when Mr. Trump come to palace to the palace to meet with Farrakhan? Well, we know Trump ain't never going to be that gangster.
He ain't coming.
But I mean, Trump seems to be one of those dudes that don't care. But I'm saying, if he's really about helping black people like he say he is, why not meet with people who got the information that's already proven it? Why talk to Kanye, who barely knows what the damn 13th Amendment is? You know, I mean, I mean, that to me, that should be proof, right? Jonelle says, right, Donovan, West makes some good points, but our time is up. Being Lazarus begging the rich man, Trump is not your long lost daddy, which is what he implied to, that Trump is like his dad. You know, it's like, ain't your dad alive?
Sad.
But Trump is not your long lost daddy, nor God. And see some benefits. Kissing their butts gets you 0. Kicking their backside gets you progress. He was there as a mannequin in the American window like Obama was. America thrives from our ignorance, exploitation. Look at how many that investment in black degradation feeds. Kanye West was just good entertainment and good show. We are our saviors. We must do for self. We have all that we need.
Yes.
Absolutely. Kanye is just that boy right now. And a lot of people are saying the same thing about Kevin Hart. You know, I'm not trying to offend you Kevin Hart fans, but Kevin Hart is the same dude right now. He's just their boy.
Tiffany Haddish has another movie coming out with Tyler Perry.
I know you can't wait to see that.
No, she's playing the same character. It's just sad. It's just sad. Ratchet in sells.
You think they're gonna have somebody playing Harriet Tubman?
Well, Ratchet in sells. You know.
Look what happened when Nate Parker, did Nat Turner story. It flopped, and we helped it. And Marcus says, most people don't even buy into the notion of let go and let God or wait on God. Most people just simply use it as an excuse for what they are afraid to do. I do not want to do. Yeah, absolutely. And that's all it is. It's an excuse. Well, I know I should go get a job.
Well, the funny thing is, back in our day, and I know technology and all that stuff like that, where we had to go out and we had to go gather applicants. I mean, so you get up at like 7 a.m. and you be out.
You can do it online.
But, but these kids have it where they can do it online. And then when you go to them, you say, okay, let's say you have a son at home and you go, and I don't deal with the women, I deal with the men. I say, show me what you did today. He can't even print out he's been at home all day and can't print out 3 jobs that he applied for.
Well, he was working on it. And then Samuel says, who is that mystery God? Well, that's a good question. There's a lot of people who are praying to a mystery God, to your point, wanting him to do what you should be doing for yourself. I mean, in the very Bible that a lot of people claim to read, it tells you faith without the works is dead.
And God bless the child that has his own.
A man who won't work, won't eat. What is it? A man who won't put his hands to the plow is not fit for the kingdom of God. Right. So he's telling you, get off your butt and do something. Stop waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. But the sheep are supposed to take care of the shepherd to a certain point. It does say that in the Bible.
Yeah, he takes care of the shepherd by giving him wool and things.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to make sure that he's okay financially too.
Right, but
he got a brand new jet and ain't nothing wrong with the last one you bought him.
Jesus being the ultimate shepherd, I never saw him depend on us to do for him.
You never saw that golden chariot?
Yeah, I never saw it.
Got it. Okay. And Al says, Kanye said he had amnesia once, maybe twice. He was fool. And Jonelle says, Kanye just needs to recognize our solution is not with those creating the problem and investing in our problems as well as supplying our problems. Our solution is with ourselves.
We
are an intelligent, people who have to awaken to the God within and rise to supreme builders. We are our God and Savior in our mirrors. All comes from within. Whites have stolen all from us. Why not drop? Where'd it go? Why not drop the bucket at our well? No, I mean, absolutely. This is at some point in time, we got to say, you know what? It's do or die. Well, if I don't do it, I'm going to die.
Well, in my observation, the Native Americans, after hundreds of years of, being degraded and, and given, what the white man did to them, I mean, it's terrible, just as bad as what they did to us, if not worse, in some people's scenario. They have these young lawyers that finally got rid of these step and fetch it, handkerchief head old folks. I'm Martin Luther King. They got taking people's money and, and I'm not hating on them.
A lot of our money.
Yeah, I'm not hating on them. But you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, they finally said, we can't wait on this guy.
Right. Do for self.
We're going to do for ourselves. Forget it. And then they take that money that they make on the casino and they distribute it equally
among themselves.
Same thing that in Alaska. The Alaska pipeline is above ground. Why? The natives own the land.
Right.
So the corporations have to give the Alaskans, natives, all kinds of money. In some tribes up there, they don't even work. They just get money.
I know,
they just get money.
How can we be down? I'm tired of working shit. And Marcus, you say, my most urgent question is, as a black man who tries and has a woman that pushes him to try to improve the quality of life in this world for her and our children, period. When are black women going to...
Well...
That sounds like something you already agree with.
Well, no, because that's the key.
Okay, here we go. Let's finish.
That is the key.
When are black women going to massively start to push black men to do better and be stronger and more forceful and leadership in the public, period? Too many black women allow black men to lie down, make babies, and leave relationships only to repeat the cycle.
Yes, the key. The woman is the key.
I don't disagree with y'all, brothers. I absolutely agree.
Stop buying these damn weeds. $12 billion of the industry. That's a $12 billion industry. A lot of that money is being supported by the black women.
We like our hair. Yes, we do. For those of us who have it. Marcus, I think you made a beautiful point in that it does, and to Donovan's point as well, it does start with a woman. It starts with a woman, and okay, let me say this before I say this other point. I don't think any woman sets out to say, I want to find the just most gutterous, worst dude who will not take care of his children.
But go ahead. Disagree, but go ahead. I disagree.
Okay. I don't think she sets out to say, let me find the worst dude ever.
Disagree.
Can I finish?
Go ahead. Disagree.
The worst dude ever walking on 2 feet. I need to find him where. I don't think she sets out to do that. He's this, that, and the other. Okay. Before you jump in the sack with this dude and get the feel goods and all that, make sure he is who he say he is. Does he have children that he doesn't take care of? Okay, why would you risk having children with him and he's going to do you the same way? And so I agree with you. It's on us to a large degree. We need to be a little bit more selective. But I know somebody will say, well, it's not just a woman's fault, and I agree. I think
it's a collaboration.
To the other point, because I agree with you guys, but why be that type of man?
Right. But unfortunately, we have those type of men, and I'm going to disagree with you in the fact that you have women, grown women, our age, if not adults. Now, it's one thing when you're a teenager, you think, oh, Lil Wayne, this guy's unemployed, but I don't know because you're not in the world yet. But those of us that are in the world, you got women. Watch that show For My Man on BET.
I've seen it.
This woman will be in church, a church woman. This guy comes out, oh, I'm a former felon.
And kill up her husband.
But the minute he says, I'm a former felon, that doesn't set off alarm bells. This man, I'm not saying you can't change what you're doing. But like you said, that goes back to what you're saying. Verify what's going on. But if this guy has spent his whole life in so naive that you will just, put it all on the line for a guy you really don't know.
There are a lot of women who do that.
Thank you.
All right. Nancy says sheep carry venereal diseases. That's how man contracted it.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I have to do some research on that.
Okay, and Samuel says, I thought Night School was a sad movie that took shots at the Nation of Islam. Really? Trying to start a negative stereotype and push the homosexual agenda in our community. What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Because, see, I would
That's
never
what I
go
heard.
watch a Tiffany Haddish or Kevin Hart movie,
either.
especially not them together. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that, Samuel. And Al says, hey, Donovan, I was sitting next to this brother at the game, and he told me that he hated being raised in the ghetto. His grandma has 13 kids. His mom was the oldest of 13. And she had 8. He's the middle child. Long story.
Damn.
He was raising his 9-year-old. And wait.
Oh, what it is your parents aren't finished having children, and then here you are having children, whatever they're doing. That's
I can
back
imagine
in the
being
day.
pregnant at the same time of mom. Girl, when you do.
My mom was pregnant with my brother. My grandmother had a baby a month later.
God.
And then my mom's mom and her were in the hospital at the exact same time too.
Push.
With my
you can
twin
do it.
nephews. And my mom was like in the next room having her baby. I mean, my mom has a story. You know how my mom is.
Hey, you know what? Leave your mama business out
No.
of the public eye,
No. That's actually a very good story. Because like I said, it starts with the woman. And now, putting expectation on your children. Now, you know how my mom is. You haven't met her, but she comes in Christmas. My mom doesn't play. She says, this is what I expect. This is what you're going to do. I mean, it all starts with the woman.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with y'all.
And if more women would make a stand and stop saying, this is my prince. Oh, this is my man. Your son is not your man. What kind of crap is that?
That's her boo thing.
We got to stop that. This is where these kids get messed up. Put expectations on your son.
I blame you for this.
Wait. Mic drop. I'm done.
Anyway, Marcus says black women don't want to buy into the notion of the PUSSY being the most powerful weapon. That is, period.
It is.
A black man fear the day when black women start to buy into the notion. Period.
Yeah.
The vagina has done more to change this world than any single human being has born into it.
Marcus, send me a link to your page, brother. I think I can learn a lot. I'm serious. Let me write Marcus down. Marcus.
It's very powerful.
All right, I'm going to go join his page.
It has made some people do some I was watching this show last night, and this dude, it's a new show on Amazon Prime. This dude was wild and over the pee.
Wow.
I mean, this dude pushed his wife off of a cliff over the jump off. That he just met like that. I was cracking up. I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but damn. Anyway, Samuel says, you think Kanye plays crazy a little to get an issue out and to up his brand using the negative hysteria about his perceived insanity?
If being crazy sells, we're in a trouble. We're in trouble.
That might have something to do. Honestly, y'all, I'm not trying to defend Kanye or nothing like that. I just really think that the dude is a little touched. I think there's something really wrong with
Kardashian coochie is a powerful thing. Shit. Niggas are dropping, pushing themselves over to get to that thing. I don't know what it is. They're just sharing it around. Pass, puff, puff, give. It's sad. It's a sad thing.
Nancy, Africa saying the woman is the neck, the head cannot turn without the neck.
That's the key. And like I said, I know I'm hard on women, but that's because I had a very strong mother who was a widowed mother.
Right. Hold it.
Got it.
Jonelle says Kanye's problem is he thinks white people are listening. He thinks Trump truly cared. He told Kanye, I wasn't trying to put you in that position. We showed he's doing the most. We must separate from this white nation and fight for our own on all levels. We must establish our own. Absolutely. And so to that point, too, some of the things you talking about, well, we need schools to teach us basketball and math. Well, why not? Because Kanye got a lot of money. Why not open a black school? Why are you waiting? Yeah, why are you waiting for Trump to do it?
LeBron did it.
Right. Open a black school. It's Chicago. I know he has what they call Donda's House or some sort of organization after his mother in Chicago where they help the youth and stuff. But stop, to your point, asking the white man to do for us what we really can do.
We got to start doing for ourselves.
And Al says the world must be ending. D has white nail polish.
Women. So even though the man should be there, and I agree with you, the fact of the matter is a lot of these 70% of black women are not married and they are heads of their household. That is no excuse for not raising these young men to be men.
Where the black men at?
We're going to get to that.
Okay, hold that thought. And Al says to all the thugs, if the mom and the daughter are pregnant at the same time, who has the better cookies? You know what? We're not even going to entertain that. Jonelle says, our sisters must stop the self-degradation and disrespect. Our women are making bad choices.
Yes.
But we as men are doing the same.
Yes, we are. Absolutely.
And must become more principled and disciplined man, productive man, not just, let's see, more productive man. Where did I go?
I'm gonna get you a bigger tablet.
No, it's not that. Not just sexually. We must be producers for what we produce and be responsible. If women had a man, she wouldn't make her son her man. It's on us as men to be good men and productive for women. Every no good woman was made a no good by a no good man. We must rise up as men and as women from the mud of BS. Absolutely.
100.
Where's
That's 100.
the lie?
That's 100 right there. Exactly. That's 100. That's 100.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's actually at the end of the day, it's on both of us. But I mean, because we can go back and forth and say, well, it's the man, well, it's the woman. It's both of us. Right. I mean, at the end of the day, well, he's in Africa producing, so maybe he's going to get back to his roots. I don't know. And then to another point, Kanye, he talking about there are no black fathers in the homes in Chicago. Well, how come you don't have your black ass in a black home? Why are you with a white woman? I'm just asking.
That goes back to my point. Why are these people? How could he even speak for us?
Well, I'm just saying, how you advocating something for others that you ain't doing yourself?
Right. How do you have the nerve to speak for us?
I mean, I was something I observed. You know, I don't think you had to be too smart, too sharp of a tool to get that.
Absolutely.
And Marcus says, black women cannot find strong black men and positive role models for their children because they seem to continue dating boys with the pants down around their ass, period. Women don't look.
Thank you, brother.
Lord have mercy. You got this dude on one. Women don't look to the quality of a man. They
don't like L7s.
To the quality of his appearance, period. And that has gotten more damage than good, considering how many single-parent homes was created. What created by good-looking guys? What's created by good-looking guys? No, I mean, I think it would be a lie to not address that. Yeah, a lot of women, not a lot, some go off of how a dude looks. You know, you see a good-looking dude, and you just that's all I need to know. I don't need to know no more. And he could put it. I'm not speaking from experience. He could put it down.
Right.
That's all I need to know.
Well, we know you ain't speak from experience because according to Mr. Moses, you weren't having it. So
not today.
Right.
But yeah, so a lot of us, that's all we need to know. He just got to be good looking and he can smash and that shit. He blew my wig off, girl. Well, what does he do?
I don't know.
That's a good question. He said, I don't know, but he be gone from he's
a truck driver.
Shut your ass. And Jonelle says, right, or he could sponsor Dr. Umar. Yeah, there's so many other people you could have brought up in the White House if he was truly trying to find out the truth about black people.
Let's go biblical. When Moses first went to Pharaoh, Moses was a stutterer. He couldn't even talk. He brought his brother Aaron to speak for him.
Exactly. Bring somebody who can do the work, who is knowledgeable and qualified. And Nancy says, my last saying for the religious, God help those who help themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's like Bible 101.
Yes, thank you.
That's basics there. And Anthony says, I was a single father. So many single parents is no excuse. No, absolutely. I agree.
Right. Being a single parent is not an excuse for not raising your children to be productive in society.
Listen, I totally agree. I did and whoop and F this and F that and I'm like, I wanted to snatch the door open and say, are you serious?
Right. A true story. I'm running in, at my age, I'm almost 50, at my age with women that are still bitter from their baby
ratchets.
Yeah, well, I like the ratchets, but even regular women that, this is one of the problems I'm running. I love my black women, so it's hard for me to go outside of what I want to go because I don't want to go outside. But they have their grown children at the house. I can't chill over there because they've got grown children at the house.
Well, bring them to your house. Bring it to your house.
Yeah, well, that's cool every now and then, but...
I got you, brother.
You got grown children at the house.
You throwing rocks now. You just
no, I'm not throwing rocks. What I'm saying is you've got to put expectations on these children, especially our boys.
I agree.
I'm not saying throwing them out.
And that's going to lead to our point that Marcus actually asked me.
Yes.
And I didn't write it down. I put it on the thing, so I'm going to try to remember the question, Marcus. But if you want, you can put it up for me so I can address that. And then, so let's say me and Al are together. My father is in the middle of our relationship or whatever. It's not Al's job to stop. That is my job. It's my job to say, Dad, or Daddy as I call him. I need you to go over there and worry about your stuff because this is our relationship. And at the end of the day, me and him going to be together or not, depending on what, you keep on making problems here. So it is always, to me, it's the job of the spouse whose parent it is, right? I don't want to have to check your mama. I don't think that's my job.
Yeah, that isn't your job. I never
she waiting for you to say something to her. I know you don't, little girl.
Right. I've never had a problem with my father-in-law, Mr. Coulter. I've never had a problem.
I'm glad.
Never had a problem.
I'm glad you have it.
Yeah, he looks at me like his own son. So.
And that is true. and Marcus says, I can't count how many times I've seen a girl say he got good hair and he got good dick. So he can hit this anytime he wants to.
Fine, but this guy looks square.
Well, I mean, never judge a book by its cover, though.
That's true, but
I'm just
not everybody's Lil Wayne. Like I said, there's a 1% chance of being a marketable worldwide entertainer.
Right, with 100 tattoos on your face.
Right. I mean, Lil Wayne, he's an entertainer. He's already established.
Right.
But you're Street Ricky from around the corner over there. Come on, dog. I'm not saying
Street Ricky.
Yeah, I'm not. Come on now.
Street Ricky.
Street Ricky. He got 6 kids, and you still having babies with him.
Well, shoot, he ain't got 7 by me.
Okay. All right.
Let me stop being stupid. I'm not being serious. Al says, D sure can blow my taper fade out. Marcus says, I really don't even care to address Trump, I think, or the politics of Trump, or even Kanye going to the White House to speak to Trump, because it doesn't matter to an effective people. We are not even...
Preach, brother.
We're not even prepared to receive what we are asking for, period. Which begs the question: did Obama let us down, or were we not ready to back Obama? And what were we asking him to do? So me and Marcus,
because even if Obama made a legislative thing or it passed in Congress says for the next 20 years, black people could go to school for free, I doubt if a third of us would take advantage of that.
And that would be sad if that's true. I mean, hell, I got 2 degrees. I might jump my ass back up in there. Right. What we going for now?
Right. and then we would still complain. Oh, the man's holding us down. You got people walking into jail right now that they don't know right from wrong. They'd rather steal. Stealing is wrong.
It's wrong.
Dealing drugs in your own community is wrong. I have nothing against drug dealers. Do it in the other people's community. Don't do it in your own.
Right. I don't know how well that one went over, Donovan. But I get you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't shit in your own yard.
Got you. Now that I got you.
Okay, gotcha. So.
And I don't want nobody else to do that in my yard either. And Anthony says, Kanye is planning Game 48 Laws of Power, a very dangerous game. Yeah, I mean, y'all see the look on Trump's face like...
Yeah.
I don't think he expected that level of off-the-wallness.
Yeah.
I think he was like, and then the dude gonna hug me too? Ooh.
Yeah, this nigga's gonna call me. This gonna cost me some votes with my southern.
They love him now. Sean Hannity, they all love Kanye now.
When you're cooning and clowning, they love that.
Yeah, they love it.
They love that.
Cooning and clowning.
Yeah, they love it.
Jonelle says we have to bear the burden of being good example for women. On Saturdays, we got to stop going to the liquor store class, the club class, the nonsense class. That's keeping us in the worst choices for ourselves and the worst relationships. For majority of us, our state of mind is trapped and savage. So like Donovan is saying, we must rise up to a civility and intelligent state as man and woman. Instead of hood, we need civility training as a people.
Right. And be real with ourselves.
And it's funny that you say that, because I was thinking that, like, where are the classes to where, what do they call them, the etiquette classes back in the day? Where are those classes where we did that, where we taught each other how to be civil? Not saying that, some of us are uncivilized, but how to just do the basic stuff, how to dress, how to speak, how to carry yourself.
Yeah, and how to be to disagree without getting
ignorant
and yelling and emotional.
Right. So we need that. And I was all civilized. I am a little bit, y'all. I'm a little civilized. And then, okay, let's see. And Al says, tell Donovan about the sister at the boxing match from last night. Did you see?
I wasn't watching TV. I was in LA.
He said the sister was extra over the top. She had, I think she had green hair, was with the boxing.
Oh,
the cousin
Lord,
of the boxing,
yeah.
Green hair, earrings in her nose. And she was yelling at the kids that were standing around.
Our queens. You know, and that's another thing. You know, I don't want anybody to misconstrue my thing. I love black women so much that I'm willing to just call it out. I'm tired of our women looking like clowns, acting like clowns, because if you're calling yourself a queen, queens don't act like clowns, and they don't look like clowns. You know, I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Thank you for that. Thank you. And Al says, I got $300 for any woman out there to call their mom out of her name. You a fool. Go call your mom out of her name and let us know how to do, and let us know how it works. We still ain't talking about football. Marcus says, and please tell all the people tune in to watch today during the 23rd anniversary speech, and that was a Million Man March today. When you have fallen that low that you are comfortable with being referred to as a bitch, you have lost the knowledge of, let's see.
Oh, brother.
Where'd I go? You have lost the knowledge of your divinity. Hashtag Farrakhan, hashtag HDOA 2018. You know what? Absolutely. It's just, not only are we comfortable with somebody else calling us that, we're calling ourselves that.
It's sad.
Bitch. Like,
no, I've seen young women, 20 in their 20s, whatever.
I've seen them younger than that.
Yeah, that like, in a regular conversation, bitch, let me tell you about my thing. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I mean, my jaw just dropped. I was like,
yeah. I
and they think it's normal.
It's not normal, but it's
Mental
becoming
illness.
acceptable.
Yeah.
And then you also say, Samuel, another sisters, you don't want men to lust after you, because after the lust is gone, then what? Hashtag you are a universe within yourself. Hashtag Farrakhan, hashtag HDOA 2018. No, absolutely. My grandmother had a saying, and she says, when you use meat to catch a man, you will wind up with a dog. And so, don't give me the, yeah, you should be able to wear what you want. I'm not saying you should be able to wear what you want. Sisters, wear whatever you want. You can wear 2 cotton balls and a Band-Aid if you want to. It's your prerogative. However, when Mr. I have my own business, Mr. I have some sense, Mr. I could pull my pants up, Mr. I don't mind taking you out on a date and paying.
You know, a Donovan.
Mr. Right, she got some clothes on, because I guarantee you when she come out from under them clothes, I'm sure she got it going
Banging.
on. But that ain't for everybody else to know. That's for her man to know. So don't get mad when you attracting dogs when you using meat. That's just kind of like, duh.
Grandma's awesome.
You ain't catching no man who bought something. You catching a man who got, as my dad would say, his thing in his hand, and that's all that's on his mind all day long. It's getting in your little bitty ass shorts, and then moving on to the next one.
Amen.
And then you're going to do a Vesta at the wedding, talking about some congratulations. I thought it should have been me. And you thought you should have had some clothes on.
Right. And, you know, and to be honest, I mean, at our, you know, where we're at right now at age, my mom, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she said, we're coming down the mountain. You know, we should have been where we needed to be. Like, you know, like I said, you yourself. You're coming down. I mean, I'm
over the hill and I'm coming.
Well, no. You know, you've raised your children. Keep it just I mean, that's no way to live.
And Nancy says those classes are gone. I went silverware tea party, debutante dance, but still a felon busting a jaw. Oh God, Nancy, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. You gotta woosah. But no, absolutely, we do need those. Even if we just have them out of our houses, invite some of the girls from the neighborhood over and say, hey, let's learn how to be young ladies. Yeah. Like I said, one of my favorite genres or things to watch on YouTube are the 1950s and 40s videos where they showed how housewives did this and the housewives did that.
And everybody was dressed.
Yeah, I like it. I'm sorry.
Everybody was dressed. The guy's a shoe salesman. Not Al Bundy, but he's got the suit and the... And
the wife looked like she cared today. She didn't just roll out the house, snatch whatever out the hamper and put them on and went to the... shut up, B. Shut up. You know, don't go.
No, what I'm saying is it's hard to get out of the negativity that we're in when you wake up negative, to get positive, and I think this is a Nation of Islam thing, you got to dress positive. You got to get up and start your day, and
you feel better when you dress
clean
better.
clothes.
I went to the courthouse the other day, and I saw two sisters in there in some flip-flops and socks and pajamas.
Arguing when they're turning them away from the door.
With pajamas, I was like, how did we get here? Mm-hmm. But Al says, Al Jack's joking today, what kind of Halloween candy do the kids eat on the playground? Recess pieces. Oh,
recess pieces, yeah.
Al says, a $300 down and let somebody stick something in you
Whoa.
Stick something in you this morning to rearrange you forever.
Mm-hmm.
Forever, period. And not give seriousness to who that person is, and what you should expect is complete insanity. Yeah,
it is.
On the surface, that sounds very vulgar, but you're right. I mean, that happens every day, though. It's like, oh, I just met him.
Yeah.
I'm bringing him to the house. I'm going to cook him some dinner. And then, like you said, you lay down and you don't know where this man's thing been all day long before it got to you. And you just laying down with him, and God forbid you reproduce. And then he gets ghost on you. It's like, he ain't now good.
And then you carry that anger over to your next relationship, like a Donovan, and I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you.
Right, because you didn't ask enough questions, or like you said, you think about that. I mean, you letting, and those be the people talking about, I just can't eat anybody cooking.
Right, yeah. It's crazy.
I don't be eating that potlucks. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, you got animals at your house.
Yeah. As by the way, someone we have talked about, it is having trouble with her new boyfriend. Somebody will talk about having trouble with their new boyfriend. Who is that? And Jonelle said, how about we just take a dump in the toilet? This world ourselves. Either we self-improve or we self-destruct. Absolutely. How much time we got?
We got 2 minutes. Good.
All right. And then Nancy says, hit me first. I wasn't supposed to hit him once I knocked him out. Golly, you broke his jaw and became a felon. Good Lord. Hey, Arson. Says, hey, guys, just joined about 2 minutes ago. No matter what time I walk in on YouTube, you guys are always kicking common sense, saying all of that stuff. I be thinking, I trust you too. Let's see. I trust you too. With my eyes closed. Why is it that common sense is not common? What's perceived as cool by young men and women needs to be revisited. But I just wonder how. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think we just need to get back on the ground level and start small instead of trying to save the world. Hell, most of our families is out there doing the ratchet stuff. Laying down with dudes, and they don't know his first name. They just know it's Pookie.
Yep, exactly. I mean, nobody's exempt from it. I mean, we all know somebody or somebody in our family. We all know. We're not exempt, but the point is, though, we have to address it and be honest with ourselves.
Right.
And, it's like a cancer. You got to cut out the little cancer before it grows and grows and grows, and that's what's happening in our community.
Also, don't start that shit again. My plane lands at 11:45. I know. And Ricky said, hey, Demetra, just check in. What did I miss? If you have a second to catch me up.
Yeah, you have a second. Go ahead. Yeah.
We talked about Kanye. Is he crazy or is he a misunderstood genius? We also talked about gentrification. The Carolina into the urban neighborhoods who are trying to refashion it to suit her. And so we decided that it is gentrification and that we won't do what's necessary to buy and keep our neighborhoods black. And so we